I had one massive win just this week in the stock market, and I was able to trade while on vacation. That is my ultimate goal, to be able to retire on the stock market. So today we're going to do a portfolio update, talk about my last trade, how well it did, and what I'm buying with my profits. So I hope you guys do enjoy. If you're interested in growing your portfolios and making money together with the amazing stock market, don't forget to like the video and to subscribe. Now let's roll that intro. Before we get into those details, I want to showcase my dividends from the last 2 weeks. My last video was roughly 2 weeks ago, so I did actually receive 3 dividends in that time. PLTW paid out some good ones, $8, $12, $11.50. YMAX paid $8, $9.50, $9.25. ULTY paid $14.50, $15, and $15 again. A really good week for Ulti, or month, I should say. We had Misty pay out $48.21. That was at the end of last month, but it didn't get caught in my last update. And COIW, a little bit disappointing, to be honest. $9.20, $6.60, and $14.60. So when we slide this thing all the way to the right, we can see I made $50.25 in dividends this week. Now, let's talk about why that is so low. I don't have every single thing in this portfolio updating with the dividends because they're on drip, which changes things pretty drastically, but I'll get more into that in a moment. I am really happy with this. $50 in dividends is pretty great. It's getting back up, although it's not the best week I've ever had or the best last couple of weeks. I'm still very happy with this. And we hit a pretty crazy milestone with the portfolio. Let's take a look. Starting off on the dashboard, my actual portfolio value hit over $28,000 just last week. There was a number of things that caused this. It had a crazy run up. We had some really good returns, and one stock in particular took off. So I'm really happy about that. I know it's not 30,000, 40,000, 100,000, but it is another 1,000 milestone, and I love to see it grow without me having to put in more money. So I'm definitely really pumped. Now let's get into the details. So what I've done today, I switched everything up. I'm no longer dripping my dividends. Now hear me out. I know what you're thinking. Why would you not drip? Drip is the key to compounding. I agree with you. I'm still going to drip my dividends. I'm just going to do it manually, meaning I'll be buying little bits and pieces of different stocks, ETFs, and whatnot in the portfolio over time as I see fit, instead of having it auto reinvest. It's a lot more work, but it allows me to track everything easily on my tracking spreadsheet. Speaking of the tracking spreadsheet, it is for sale, but wait. I know it's weird hearing someone selling something say wait to purchase it. I'm putting out a Google Sheets version for those that don't have Microsoft or are just more interested in Google Sheets because it seems to be easier to use for most people. So I'm going to be consistently manually updating all of my dividends throughout the next year, over time, seeing what really pays me the most, what has the most special dividends, what has the most consistent dividend payments, and overall, what is the best performing stocks, ETFs, and everything in between. So I'm really, really excited. So now let's get into the breakdown of not only what I sold this week for a nice profit, but what I purchased with those profits. A big reminder, I now have $5,606 in cash in the account. And again, this is not my full account. This is my Roth IRA, my retirement account. I have 3 more accounts for YouTube, 1 for my fiance, 2 for my niece and nephew. I have so many accounts, but I'm keeping track of them all for the most part. So what I did this week was I sold Tesla. And I know that might sound crazy, but Tesla went on an absolutely monstrous run. I'm blown away. Check this out. Tesla stock went, if we go 6 months, look at this run. And it even went up since I sold. But don't worry, I'm not going to cry over it. I sold at exactly 423. So I lost a 3% run up. That is okay. The reason I sold Tesla is because it seems to do something like this every once in a while, and then it falls back down. I'm not sure if it's going to fall all the way back down, but it got to the point where I was like, you know what? I've made my profit. My average purchase, let me pull it up. I wish I could show you guys my brokerage just on screen, but unfortunately, I can't because it will give you absolutely all of my information. So Tesla, I purchased it at, looks like 262. I sold at 423. So I made quite a nice profit. I mean, I made 62% was about what I had made, which is absolutely grand. I'm really happy about that. And I'm happy to reinvest in Tesla once it falls back down in price. It could keep going. It likely will. That's how Tesla seems to move. It's volatile, but usually in consistent motions. But I figured I'm going to start putting this money elsewhere. So I took $1,000 of it. Let's see, I had $1,400 invested and I sold it for $2,550. So I made quite a good amount of money, more than double my money, not more than double, more than 50%, So I'm happy with that. Definitely not complaining by any means, but I'm just going to buy back in once Tesla falls a little more. So what did I buy with it? Well, I bought WPay. If you're not familiar, that is the weekly pay ETF series by Roundhill ETFs. They're a 1.2x leveraged product that is really, really interesting. And the WPay is an accumulation of all 15 inside of the fund. So I'm really happy about that. I will start showcasing the dividends on the new spreadsheet when it does come out. But all in all, I just want to do an update. I was happy. I made a good amount of money on Tesla and it really ran up within a couple of days. I wasn't even really paying attention. I was on vacation. I was sitting in the sun. I was drinking way too much sugary drinks. And in the end, I made some money while I was there. And again, that is kind of the whole point. The whole point of investing, of having this money, is to showcase not only our growth over time, but the ability to live life as we want. And although I don't take vacations often and I'm very, very cheap with how I live my life, I one day hope I can trade from a beach somewhere and not have to worry about how expensive things are, what the market is doing. And so it was really an interesting thought that I had when I was there, like maybe one day can do this full time. Nowhere near that, and I probably won't ever be able to do it because I'm just too antsy of a person. If you have vacation every single week, vacations kind of lose their meaning, don't they? But I did want to update everybody. I'm not sure where I should put my money next. So I want your opinion. I'm thinking about dividing some of this money up. I now have 22% in cash, which is more than I like. People sometimes suggest 30-70 cash, but I really think I should put a little bit of this money somewhere. I guess I don't have to. I could just hold off on it. And my cash is going to continue to grow. And as I do these updates, I'll probably do them bi-weekly or twice a month. What I'm going to end up doing is showcasing how much money is coming in through the spreadsheet, but also how much money is growing in my cash. And when I do purchase that, I'll let you guys know. So I wanted to jump on here and say I did buy WPay. I'm debating putting more into kind of my main purchases, which would be Main Street Capital, maybe ET or Energy Transfer, because remember, some of them are very well in the green. Energy Transfer is up 133%. Let me zoom in. I'm going to shrink these down and let me zoom in and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So some of these, I've done full updates. I actually will link it at the end of this video, my last full video update. A lot of these are well into the green. ENB is up 55%. EPR is up 50%. Main Street Capital is up 64%. I'm happy to put more into that one. Maybe a little more into real estate with NNN REIT. We could even do QQQI, some more into SPY-I. I'm going to be buying TDAC and T-SPY. Both have been doing extremely well, pay a nice dividend, and they're solid for growth over time. And then we get to my worst performers. As you guys know, YMAX is still in the green by 1% since I bought it. I haven't held it for long in this account. Ulti is up 7% now. Love to see it. Down 12% on Misty and down 27.5% on COIW, the Coinbase leveraged fund, which I now have double exposure to PLTW and COIW because both of those are in WPay. So I may sell out of one of those. I mean, up 21.5% with PLTW. COIW is in the red until Coinbase comes back up from their bad earnings. It's where it dropped 36% in a day. And I didn't catch that. I mean, and I was even worse off because it's a leveraged fund, 1.2x. So I'm debating where should I put this money. VU is up 34%. I know QQQM is actually up quite nicely. I don't even think I have it on this list because this is just my dividend producing. No, it's right here. Here we go. 9.5%. I didn't even have Tesla on here. I have some Amazon. I have a couple other portions of the portfolio that are pretty large, but what should I buy? Let me know. Of course, it's not financial advice. No matter what someone says in the comments, it's not financial advice. I might sell out of BXSL because it's a BDC, but it's not performing as well. Devo might be a little bit too slow for me. Maybe I'll go more into growth, pick up more SPMO. I do have that currently. Maybe I'll do some SPLG. Maybe I'll buy, I don't know, there's FDVV. I did a couple videos on those, but let me know what you guys think and let me know in the comments what your biggest winner is. Mine currently is ET or Energy Transfer. I'm up 133.06% because I bought it at a really lucky time. I didn't even put that much money into it, but the percentages, it's absolutely amazing. And now I can never buy more because I can tell everyone I'm up 133% on this. If I buy it, it's going to lower that cost average and really lower my overall total return, which is a little bit of a bummer, but I might have to buy more anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little breakdown on my portfolio, what I'm buying, what I'm selling. Let me know what you guys are doing in the comments and what I should buy next. Should I keep this cash? Should I put it in something? What should I do? And I hope you stay tuned for more dividend updates because I'm going to keep pumping them out now that everything's set up with the account. So thank you guys so much for the support. If you don't follow my main channel where I talk mostly ETFs, check that out. I'll link a video at the end of this one for you guys. And I'm really, really appreciative of all of you. You guys are absolutely amazing. Let's grow our portfolios together. If you like this video, check these out that are popping up on your screen right now. And don't forget to spread some love today.